Welcome to your step-by-step beginner's guide to investing in real estate. My name is Dallas Heilman. I'm the creator of Six Figure Landlord and real estate investing multimillionaire. In today's video, I'm gonna show you the 8 steps to buying your very first rental property. Step number 1, master your own personal finances. Everybody thinks that when you start making a bunch of money with rental income, it's gonna fix all of your financial problems. But if you haven't mastered your finances, it won't. Managing a rental property is just like managing your own finances. You'll have money coming in, you'll have some money that needs to be going out. You have to be able to maximize your income, minimize your expenses, to be able to maximize your cash flow. You'll do that on a rental property, but get practice right now by doing it with your own finances. Now, on top of mastering the habits and skills, you don't need your own money to invest in real estate, but it does make it a lot simpler. If you have your own money, you can just go buy a property. It's that simple. If you don't have money of your own, the money's got to come from somewhere. We are going to use what's called OPM, other people's money, but then we'll have to find business partners, find investors, and it just adds a layer of complexity, which is especially tough on your very first property. How much do you think this jacket is? I swear I saw this jacket at Costco for $15. $248? What do you think? Do I look $248 cooler? Not worth it. I'd rather skip this, keep saving up for another rental. Step number 2, you need to pick your market. Now, neighborhoods like this, houses like this, I mean, these are great houses. This is my neighborhood where I actually live, but this is not where you would want to invest in real estate. When we're buying rental properties, we want to invest in a neighborhood like this. It's much smaller houses, a lot more affordable, still in a good part of town, still well kept, nice areas, but these houses are going to perform so much better when it comes to cash flow. The reason why is people are renting bedrooms, right? You're going to list a 3-bedroom, 2-bedroom house. Even in my neighborhood where we just were, there's a lot of those houses that are still 3-bedroom, 2-bedroom houses, which is the exact same size as most of these houses right here. That's gonna be the #1 driving factor with how much rent you can charge is how many bedrooms does it have. When you start paying extra in the purchase price for nicer kitchens, nicer floors, nicer carpets, nicer backyards, you'll be able to charge a little bit extra, but not enough more to justify the added purchase cost. But you don't wanna go too low class, otherwise you'll end up in a place like this. Check out this video to learn more about places where you should not buy. Woo! What's up, doggy? Okay, I did it. He licked me. I survived. I know everybody loves dogs, but I really don't like them. I've been bit at least 8 times. I've been bit in the arm. I've been bit on the thigh here. I've been bit on the thigh about here. I've been bit on the butt here. I've been bit on my hand here. And the very worst one, I got bit on the wiener. Picking your market is not just about the neighborhood or the quality or cost of the houses around you. It's also about the state and the city where you're investing. You only want to invest in places where there's a large enough population, at least 100,000 people in the surrounding area, and you want to invest in places with landlord-friendly laws. For example, even though I lived there for a couple years, avoid California. These states are way too nice to the tenants. You'll have way more roadblocks when you need to do an eviction. You might have rent caps. You might have super expensive property taxes that eat away at your cash flow. It's super easy to search on Google and find out which states are landlord friendly and which ones aren't, but make sure you double check that before investing in that market. Step number 3, you need to put together your team. Now, if you're one of my students, check this out. I make this super simple for you. You go to my Instant Team websites, you'll literally click a button, fill out your form, and I'll connect you with everybody that you need on your team. But if you're not one of my students, you're gonna need to do a bunch of phone calls, do some research online to find a great real estate agent, a lender, a home inspector, and most importantly, a mentor, somebody that can look over every deal you're doing with an unbiased opinion and give you their honest feedback. Okay, and step number 4, you need to find and analyze deals. So I actually just hopped right here on Zillow. You can find a bunch of great deals on Zillow. Type in your market's name and you'll be able to filter for number of bedrooms, number of bathrooms, square footage, price per unit, all kinds of stuff on Zillow. Once you find some of these deals, you'll go right over here to dealcheck.io and you'll plug in all the information. It actually pulls a lot of the details from Zillow. Then make all the adjustments that you need to do an accurate analysis, and it'll pull up this really nice report showing you all of the details with all of the numbers, all of your ratios, so that way you know if it's a good buy or not. You know, even with the umbrella, it is freaking hot. Let's get inside. Oh, that's water. Anyway, step number 5 is you have to win a contract. Now, the reason I brought you right here today is on my very last rental property that I bought. This is the spot where my agent called me, let me know that we got under contract. Got it. And that's how it's done. Step number 6 is inspections and repairs. Now, you actually don't have to go here. You actually do this from your laptop at home, but you need to have a property inspector go to the property, look at it, make sure there's no major issues with it. And if there are, I'm sure they'll find a few things. We're gonna use those issues to leverage negotiations. For everything that they find wrong with the property, we're gonna line item it and figure out how much it'll cost to get the property in tip-top shape. And we're gonna use that as an anchor. We're gonna go to the seller and say, hey, it's gonna cost $20,000 to fix everything up. We just want $15,000. That's gonna reduce your cash out of pocket and make your investment so much smaller. All right, step number 7 is closing. We're actually right here at First American Title Company. This is where I closed on my very first rental property less than 5 years ago. This part of the process is super easy. You literally walk in that door, sit down at a table, sign about 30 different pages, and that's it. You're the official new owner of that property. This is the exciting part because it finally feels real. It actually feels like your property. And now we finally get to start making some money with it. Todd? And finally, step number 8, you gotta manage the property. And it is so easy. I do everything right here from my laptop. And you can do it anywhere. As long as you've got a hotspot connection, I can hop on the internet, do a few minutes of management here and there, and that's pretty much all it takes. And to be honest, I can do pretty much the entire rental property buying process right here from my laptop. It's so easy, and that's one of the things that I love most about real estate is I can travel the world and get my job done all at the same time with all that freedom and flexibility. And those are the 8 steps to buying a rental property. First, you need to master your finances. Then you need to pick a market, build your team. You need to find and analyze deals. Then you need to finally win a contract. Once you have the contract, you'll inspect the property and strategize for negotiations, close on the property, and then finally manage it, which is the easy part, the fun part, and that's the part that you start making money. Thanks for coming with me on this adventure today. If you learned something and had a good time with me, then go ahead and punch the like button. That's gonna help us out a ton. Subscribe to our channel, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the next one.